What is going on, guys? It's snowing here in Indiana. It's getting pretty nasty out. But tonight, for the video, we're gonna go over to my buddy Derek's, and we're gonna do, I think Bailey's gonna meet us over there too. We're gonna do a 3-inch lift leveling kit, whatever you want to call it, in the front, and then he's gonna do a block in the rear, and we're gonna install his new wheels. He's got, I think they're 22 by 14s. He's got some nice lug nuts for him, so should be able to put together a nice little cool video on how to do that. So I also want to apologize for the last video. The quality wasn't the greatest. Using the GoPro 7 Black to do all of our recording, and I honestly just kind of took it out of the box and started using it. I didn't really go through the settings and set it up like you're supposed to, so that was definitely an error on my part. But from now on, the quality should be a lot better. If you guys don't care, leave a comment. Let me know, how does it look on whatever you're, comment what you're watching on, and how does it look. I mean, if you have any tips, I would be glad to listen. I mean, this is all new to me, so anything helps, guys. I will catch up with you whenever we get over there. So well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Killer Diesel. Look, they even got a sticker up there, it says it. See if anybody's home. Door's locked. So here's the truck. We're going to be putting the leveling lift. Is it a lift kit or a leveling kit? What do they call it?
It's a 3-inch lift.
It's a 3-inch lift is what he says. So it's that long bed truck. It's at stock height right now.
It's lowered back 2 inches.
Lowered 2 inches in the rear. He's going to put a block in it. And these are the wheels. 22 by 14s with 33 1250 amp MTs.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start. We're gonna pull the wheels off of it, get the front jacked up. Probably do the front first because it's gonna be the worst. So looks like we got a little 6.0 action going on over here. Imagine that. Looks fun. We got the tires off of it, and I noticed Derek has a Bluetooth drive shaft. What are the chances of that? He wanted me to not point it out, but I mean, that's, I'll go ahead and point it out to you. So what all do we got to take loose to install this?
We got to take the shock loose, the shock tower, drop the sway bar. We're going to try doing it without dropping the track bar, but we'll see how that goes.
Okay. All right, looks like he's got a 1/2 inch. A really long extension, 15, get them from the top. Makes it a lot easier.
Slight wobble on it. It's off there.
All right.
Good.
That off and out of the way. All right, get your track bar or sway bar loose. Shock tower's off. Take a 21mm on an impact gun and rip that off there. Take that bolt out. got the coil spring out, shock out. One thing you want to be careful of is to not lower this down too far and pull your brake line apart. So we're just kind of seeing what all it's going to take. We are going to have to use the coil spring compressors to get the coil spring back in there. So he's getting that all set up. So I'm going to put you guys back on the time lapse.
Gotta get your anti-seize.
Always looking out for the next guy. All right, we got the driver's side on. Went pretty smooth. Okay, now on the passenger side, it's pretty common you're gonna run into the issue where it won't drop down low enough without removing the track bar. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that track bar off before we can drop it down low enough to get the coil out. Well, we finally got that track bar popped out of there. It was all rusted in there. Air hammer popped that bolt right out. A little trick, you can get in right behind the coil right there. Just pop it right out. Okay, so whenever you take that track bar loose, it's gonna shift the axe over to the passenger side. So just get you something, rig up some way to be able to use a ratchet strap and pull the axle back to the driver's side. You can see as I tighten it, it shifts it over, and then that'll allow you to line the bolt up. Alright guys, we got the coil springs put back in, got the shocks bolted back up how they go, put anti-seize on all your bolts. That'll really help the next guy out, can't stress that enough. Anti-seize everything. Derek's working on the track bar drop brackets right now. Pretty nice, they got like some type of like a textured powder, so those should hold up pretty nice. So we're gonna get that put on, throw the new wheels in the front, and then move on to the rear. Got the front wheels put on. They look pretty good on there. Now we're gonna move on to the rear. Front took a little longer than expected. That track bar really kills some time. And the lug studs, the lug nuts that Derek got were the wrong thread pitch, so we had to put the stock ones back on there, but we were able to clear it with a socket, luckily, without scratching the wheels. So we're gonna move on to the rear. got all the U-bolts pulled out. We got the frame supported on good heavy-duty jack stands. We're gonna let the jack down a little bit, and then right behind here, you're gonna just slide that block in. The block will just go right there on top of the perch, and then that'll give you your lift. All right, we're gonna take the shock bolts loose. It's a 21 on both sides. Currently almost 9 o'clock. We ran into a little issue. Someone had previously leveled this truck, so the bolts that hold the leaf spring together are not the original ones that were intended. So the blocks, Derek's over there with a carbide bit. He's just kind of grinding this out a little bit. We got the, there's a little plastic aligning dowel there where my finger's at. It's right here. And you have to pull that out, just use like a little chisel and knock it out. And that allows you to stick the new block down inside of the axle perch. He's got it all almost hogged out big enough where the other bolts will fit up in there. Got that cleaned up real good. So we're gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up real nice and stick the blocks back in it. Looking a lot better on these 22s. Well, we got the rear lift finished up. It actually took longer than the front because someone had previously lowered this truck. So we had to do a little modification to the lift blocks. Had to take a carbide bit and hog out the holes that the bolts sit in. Because like I said, someone put larger bolts in it when they lowered it to hold the pack together. But overall, it almost sits. I'm sure once you get it out on nice level ground, it can step away from it. It's going to be pretty much perfectly level. Had to stop and get us some gas, but get us some pizza too. But hey guys, I hope you really liked the video. Hopefully the quality is a little better than the last one. Soon to come, we're going to be doing a 4K governor spring install video. We're going to be doing the S475 on Mason's truck. We actually have governor springs to put in. I'm going to take the 4Ks out of mine, put the 3s back in it. We're going to put 4s in Bailey's, and then we're going to put 4s in Craig's truck. You haven't seen his truck yet, but it is also a ppump 24 valve. So that's what you have to look forward to. We're going to have a compound installation video coming up soon on Skylar's. He has a white sport 6-speed second gen, so a lot of second gen stuff coming. Definitely have a common rail we can get in the videos if you guys want to see anything on those. So just be sure to like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think, and we will definitely have more content on the way.